Oh, there we go. We're live.
Hello.
Live from Colorado and England.
Woohoo.
Hi.
So
By country.
by countryal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Little more than a coast there, babe.
Yeah, a little more than a coast.
We
I know.
are.
Hello, everybody here in the chat.
Hi.
We are back from our trip, obviously, because we're at our house, and Em and John are at their house.
Actually, we had a stateroom decorated like our house, so we're
Oh, okay.
You'll be back.
Oh, hi, Cindy. How are you guys today? Do you feel like we've been home for, it'll be a week tomorrow,
Yep.
right?
Well, yeah. Today's the 7th day.
Yeah, we got home. Yeah,
Monday at 10:30.
Monday at 10:30 p.m.
We traveled for about 9 days.
I don't know how you done that.
Oh my God! I know. It seemed like we were traveling forever.
I don't know how you went to work the next day. I'd have been like asleep.
It really wasn't that bad because I didn't sleep on the plane at all. And so
Right.
when I got home at 10:30, it was just like a regular day. Go to sleep at 10:30, get up at 4,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
or 6. So it wasn't that bad. Kaya went to school.
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't sleep on the plane coming home.
No,
either.
Kaya and I did not sleep on the plane.
I mean, I was bad enough worse. I was tired the couple of days after. I thought I had I was poorly or something. We were
Yeah.
both tired, weren't we? So it was even worse for you guys.
It hit me more like 2 days later.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And Kaya's still waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, today she slept all the way till 9,
Yeah,
which was the latest
she slept since we got home.
Yeah,
It was awesome though. I won't be back. I won't do it again.
yeah, it was awesome. So obviously today we're going to talk about our cruise. If you guys in the chat have any questions at all for us, just throw them at us because we're happy to answer anything and everything that you might have. So we thought we kind of just go over our cruise. Our vlogs are going to come out next week, right?
Yeah. Are you both guys doing a travel day or anything?
Yeah, well, kind of. Our travel day will be Dover Day. So I don't know what that lines up with you. But our trailer, fingers crossed, is going to come out Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
If
done
not,
yet.
If not, I think it will be. But if not, it'll be the following Tuesday.
I'm sure it will be. We've got tomorrow to get started. So
I'm gonna try. Yeah, if you guys probably know that we don't, Emma and John and Bob and I don't post on the same days, so it's gonna be a little like that. But
How's that again? Okay.
like that. Hi, More Life Anna. How are you? Whoa.
Somebody needs to turn down their phone.
I think I'm gonna try to put out our trailer preview on Wednesday.
awesome.
This Wednesday.
This coming Wednesday.
Yeah, but we're going to be like a day behind you guys because we have a pre-travel and a travel.
Yeah.
But the pre-travel is pretty short, so you might want to.
Yeah. I mean, our travel day was 36 hours.
Yeah.
Long.
That's insane.
I mean, we don't have 36 hours worth of footage.
I
but-
got at least an hour though. At least an hour.
I probably 2 or 3.
Oh yeah, it's a bunch.
I mean, we literally have Bob sleeping on the plane.
For 36 hours.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know how long that is. You're sleeping on the plane.
Oh, it's only about 15 minutes.
Okay.
I just kind of set the camera up so I look like I was sleeping, and then it's funny. And I'll give you a little preview. Here is like one of the flight attendants turned off the light.
Yeah, you can
You
see,
can
this
see his
mystery
hand go in
hand.
and turn off the light.
Oh, that's so nice.
You want to upload that video? Bob sleeps on the plane.
Bob
Yeah.
sleeps on the plane. Yeah. 15 minutes of Bob sleeping. That's it. Who wants to see that?
Oh, not me. This is horrible. It's like a beached whale on a plane somewhere.
So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to put our trailer out this coming Wednesday. So we'll have probably a 2-part travel day, just because it's a full feature film
Almost, yeah.
travel day. So
Yes, all the travel, planes,
yeah,
cars,
Train.
trains.
Yeah, as I said, planes, trains, and automobiles.
and
Yeah,
boats.
yeah, and boats.
And boats.
'Cause we started off with the car driving to the airport.
Mr.
And
Mike.
then we got on a train to go to the airport. Then we got on a plane, and then another plane, and then we got on another train, and then we got
Got in a
another
cab.
automobile, and then we got on a boat.
Yeah.
That's insane.
There's no mod pizza on the cruise ship. No,
but there is Pinocchio's pizza.
There is a pizza place on the cruise ship.
I don't think any of us had pizza, did
I had pizza.
Did you?
I had pizza.
Did you?
Yes.
You had
A
pizza.
couple times.
When I had pizza,
Okay. Was it good?
yeah,
Right.
it cured my seasickness.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we did have a day and a night where going through the North Sea, it was pretty rocky. So four out of 5 of us, everybody but John, right? Because you never got really queasy, John, did you?
Not sure. No, I don't know what it was. I was lucky, I guess. Yeah, it didn't hit me at all. I was absolutely fine.
You were
I
lucky.
definitely had worse ferries to France.
Oh, okay.
So I think I done like fishing trips and fishing boats and that's been way worse than that for me. So no, I was lucky. I was only you lot, but it wasn't that long, was it? Really?
About 6 hours.
It hit me the first day. The first one was the worst. The second one didn't bother me. The first one was, ugh. But yeah, it was only about 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be bad on the way back when it was at night time. When we all went to bed, I was like, oh no, there's no way I'm going to get any sleep. And the second I lie down, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
But the second I lay down, I was like, God. Well, we rolled a little bit.
I know, it was funny because of the way your bed was orientated in your stateroom. You were side to side, and the way ours was,
We were front to back.
So we were like this, and you're going like this.
Yeah.
It was a tablet. Did the tablets help?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we got that night, this was coming back on our 7th night, coming back into Dover. I was like, I'm gonna be fine. I'm good. I had a couple cocktails. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be good. As soon as we got to our stateroom, I'm like,
Yeah. And
This
I'm
is
like,
not
do
gonna
I
be
do I
good.
need to go get you some pills, honey?
So Bob and Kaya went down to the desk and got what is it? Is it meclizine?
I think it is.
Yeah, it was meclizine. So they brought him back, and I was like, had the cold washcloth on the back of my neck and everything, and I'm like, this is not going to be good. So immediately Bob goes, the lady said you can take 1 or 2. I took 2, and 10 minutes later I was out. Like,
Good.
Yeah, and slept, and I woke up around 3, and it was done by 3.
Yeah, it's
all the rocking was over at 3.
It smoothed out, so it was about 6 hours.
Yeah,
it lasted. They do have chicken tenders on the ship, though, Mr. Mike.
But they're not Splitsville.
They're not Splitsville.
And John didn't eat any of them.
I don't know, I had quite a lot.
Oh, John had quite a lot.
Yeah, they're not as good though.
No,
not nearly as good.
But they'll do in a pinch.
Yeah, they're good enough. They're nice. Better than ones you get at Sainsbury's, but not as good as.
I like Daisy's better. Daisy's was probably my favorite place on the, in that area of the ship.
Yeah,
that's what they would call the quick service area of the ship.
Yeah.
It definitely liked it there as
we
well.
did. Yeah, the salads was nice, and they had like sandwiches and stuff as well, didn't they?
Yeah, they had good sandwiches too, and they had ramen, and they had like fried rice. They had some really different cool stuff.
Yeah, they did. So we had two full days at sea, and then 4 stops.
It was actually 3 full days at sea. It was a day and a half.
That's true. It was day and a half each way. Because when we left Dover, it was
like 6 o'clock.
I thought it was like 4.
It was 5 at least.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember what time we left Dover.
Between 4 and 6.
Yeah.
Between 4 and 6, it took us till like 10 o'clock the next day.
The next day.
Yeah, the next day. So we went a whole day after that, and then like at 9:30, 10 was when we got into Olesen.
So we left on a Sunday, and we got into Olesen on Tuesday, right?
Yes, Tuesday morning.
Okay, so we were 24, 30,
about 36 hours.
36 hours at sea.
Yeah.
Same amount of time it took us to get to Dover.
Yeah. From Denver to Dover, 36 hours. 36 hours to Olesen. So we're 6 days in already.
Yeah, exactly.
No, 3 days in.
So I was gonna ask you guys, like, do you have a favorite port?
Yeah.
Go on.
I really, really liked Ice Fjord. I think I'd have liked it anyway, but I really liked the waterfall, and I thought, like, I liked Nordsfjord when we were walking around, but I don't know, Ice Fjord was like this big, and it was so cute, and I don't know, it had good vibes.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's the best one, I think. But the first 3 stops, in my opinion, were the best ones. The last stop, there was at Stavanger,
Yeah,
was
Stavanger.
without a doubt the worst one for me.
But it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad at all. It was just like any other European city, I guess.
Yeah.
It could have been France, it could have been Spain, it could have been anywhere.
Right.
But the first, I really like Alisund. Is that like that's the one. That's really good, and I liked the other two new ones. But yeah, I think the worst one was the last one.
I think as well it might be different for us than it is for you guys, because a lot of the shops they had in Stavanger, they have here. Things like that. So it wasn't like we could have just gone to Bath, which is a bit
right. It wasn't anything like super new.
Yeah. But it was, I can see why they stopped there. It's, you know, the last stop closest to getting back, and you can go get off and get all your souvenirs if you want and stuff like that. So
yeah. What about you?
Mine, like them, Ice Fjord.
Which was a huge surprise, because when we were planning this trip, we all looked at Ice Fjord and we're like, there's nothing to do there.
Yeah.
You know, we're all like, what do we, and it was the longest stop.
Yeah.
Because we were in Ice Fjord for what, 11 hours?
Yeah, I don't know. It
Oh,
was like,
8.
it was like from like 8 to 8, so almost 12 hours.
Almost 12 hours.
Yeah,
because when we were planning, we thought there's not going to be anything to do that day. So we thought, you know, we'll just get off the ship and see what there is to do. And it ended up being everybody's favorite, kind of, which was really a surprise.
The waterfall was amazing. It was really stunning.
Yeah, which was really, I mean, it was a surprise too, because we hadn't planned an excursion for that day. We were just going to get off and explore, and then they have a tourist office just right outside.
Yeah, and we were going to go get tickets for the troll train. Yeah,
they had a little like choo-choo train, like an open air train that kind of similar to the one that you guys took in Ålesund, right?
Yeah, yep.
And then we were in line to get tickets for the train, and Bob goes, well, there's a bus tour to the waterfall or the train. And we all kind of decided waterfall.
Yeah.
And it was super cool.
It was so cool.
It was awesome. I'm glad we done that.
I think failing that as well, we would have gone to that beach we saw. Or I was saying about the beach in Ice Fjord, which we passed on the coach, which also looked really, really cool.
It did.
So I think even without the waterfall, I think I'd have still loved it there.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
It was like $30 a person.
Yeah.
Right? To take
like $30 a person. It was 90 minutes. It was 20 minutes up, 40 minutes there, 20 minutes down. So.
And I thought it was well worth the $30 a person.
Oh yeah, it was. I'm like, yeah, buddy, let's go.
Yeah. What I thought was super cool about even just the bus ride is going through the mountains.
Yeah.
It's not a straight through tunnel. It's like a circle. You go up. It's like a spiral tunnel. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, Kelly was all fixated on the spiral tunnel.
Was. I mean, because, you know.
Like, we're going in a circle.
We're in a tunnel. But it was like a spiral. I thought that was so cool.
We're going in a circle in a tunnel.
But our tunnels here are just straight through the mountain. I'd never.
How was that again?
Like that. We don't go woo, 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 you know.
How was it again?
Woo, woo, woo.
God, you're doing good.
I would say as well, if anybody is watching this now thinking about it, or like just any Disney cruise, a lot of people that did the excursions through Disney have been complaining about them.
Yep.
I've seen a few people that are not very happy.
Yeah.
And I think most of the ports we stopped in, if not all of them, had tourist information right there as you get off.
Yeah.
And there were like things to go and do by yourself, like you can book it yourself. It just then is on you to manage your own time, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
That's the only problem. If you're no good at that, then
Hi Kelly, how are you? That's one other thing that we found, because when we were first able to book our excursions through the Disney Cruise website, a lot of them got booked up really fast.
And they were expensive.
Right. They were very expensive. So what we did, they had the same kayaking tour.
We went on TripAdvisor.
We booked through TripAdvisor, and it was the exact same one.
Exact same tour.
The Disney Cruise Line used. But it was
same times.
How much cheaper?
Half price.
About half the price.
That's nice.
Yeah, which must mean that they're getting the same amount of money, aren't they? And Disney are taking double. Like Disney are taking
Disney's taking the other part.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I wouldn't hesitate to, especially there in Norway, do something like that, because even the bus tour that we took to the falls in Ice Fjord was the same one. The Disney, they just had different buses.
Yeah.
So Disney had hired out coaches separately from the town, I guess, and we took
because the only thing about booking their excursions are you're guaranteed to get back on the ship.
Right.
The ship will not leave without you if there's a problem. Yeah. If it's a Disney excursion. But if you're booking the same excursions that Disney's booking, you're going to get back on time. Yeah. Because if there's a problem, it's going to be a problem for everybody.
Right.
Yeah. But the only risk as well, really, the ports we were stopping in, they weren't massive.
No.
You could have to get home or get back to the ship. But even in the worst case, say, for example, you're left up a mountain.
Right. Yeah, like, I don't know how that happens, actually.
You would do that.
You're going to make it back to the ship, aren't you? It's
Yeah.
if you start booking things that are 2 hours, 3 hours away, then there might be a problem.
Yeah.
Then maybe do those through Disney.
Well, yeah, because they had some like glacier tours that you could have taken, and those are like 4 hours, and it's like 2 hours to get there and then 2 hours back. Now that I would book through the cruise because you want that guarantee.
Right.
But otherwise, if you're not going to do that, if you're going to do something in town or close to the port, just do it on your own.
Right. So we kind of all decided as a group to not do any of the really long excursions that Disney was offering. For one, they were super expensive. And the other reason was we just kind of wanted to explore on our own, right?
Yeah, I didn't want to be on a bus for 2 hours.
Right. I feel like you're not really there then. Like you're going to Ice Fjord and then you're getting a bus 2 hours away.
Uh-huh.
Something else. Well, you're not really seeing.
Right.
I'm just glad we didn't do that because, like you said, we enjoyed just walking around. And we can definitely say we've been to Ice Fjord and all of them is rather than going, like you say, get on a bus and go somewhere else. And that, I'm sure that was amazing, but not.
Bye, Kelly.
Bye, Kelly.
I'll be right back. Yeah, no, the train was really fun. I liked the train.
And one of the things was like how laid back everybody in Norway was. It's like they didn't even open the golf course.
No. It would have been amazing to play there, but it didn't matter, did it?
It didn't matter. We had a night. We actually took a taxi to the golf course in Norwegian Fjords because we were supposed to have a tea time at 9 o'clock. Yeah. But guess what? It wasn't open. And guess what? At 10 o'clock, it still wasn't open. So we walked back, and it was like about a 10-minute walk. It really wasn't that far.
Yeah.
But
I don't know who I have spoken to then on Facebook.
You definitely done it. You definitely booked it. I was here when you done it.
But he was a little bit like, Anyway,
they turn up when you want to turn up. But even that, when we got a taxi, that you did seem a bit. Why do you want to go there for?
I know. Why are you going to the golf course?
You don't have to have an excursion book to leave the ship. So they tell you on Disney. They do on other cruise lines as well. They tell you what time you're going to port, and then you can get off the ship and get back on in between those times.
Well, what do they call it when you're depart? What's the all aboard time?
Yeah, that's when you have to be back on the ship. But you can just get off and wander around, which is what we did in a lot of the ports anyway.
Yeah. If you want to, you can actually get off, get on, get off, get on. Like if you want to go off in the morning, come back, eat lunch on the ship, that's fine. Then you get back off the ship and go do something else.
Yeah.
And it's really easy getting on and off the ship.
Super quick.
It's really easy, yeah.
Yeah.
So it hasn't already been asked either. You were the first one to ask. Well, that's what I like doing because we've only been on. We went on the staycation cruise. We weren't allowed to get off.
No, we wasn't able to get off.
And then on the P&O cruise we went on, we just got off the ship and kind of wandered or took a bus into town, like a local bus.
Yeah.
So we knew that we liked doing that anyway.
But even that with P&O, I know we talk about Disney one. P&O, that was the same. They put the money on to get the bus into town, and that was stupid money for P&O. And we found our own bus, and it was like half price again. Yeah. So it's not just Disney.
Yeah, I was going to answer Anna's question. I know you already did, but you can get on and off the ship as many times as you want.
I already told him that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We took care of this. You just
I don't know if anyone's told you, Anna, but you can get on and off the ship.
Yeah. Like I said, you can like get off in the morning, go back and eat lunch, and then get off the ship and go do whatever you want to do.
So I had a tickle in my throat, and I didn't want to be like, yeah.
So anyway, no, the ship was not that busy.
I don't think it was full, was it?
I don't think so. No.
They said there was either 1,600 and something or 1,800 and something people.
Yeah, and it holds like 28.
So
it's about 3/4
Yeah,
full?
about 2/3.
2/3?
I would say 2/3 full.
it didn't feel very full.
No, it didn't feel full at all. You were never like bumping up against people much. Usually when you sail away and you're like on the bow, it's really crowded, but it was not that bad. So
there were definitely people out, but not
like remember when we sailed under the Golden Gate Bridge?
Yes, you can leave the ship.
Yeah.
If you want, just
Anytime you want.
But be sure you have the correct documentation to return.
Yeah.
they won't check that, but make sure you've got it anyway.
Well, they did in Olison. They checked our
passports every time.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, you had to have an ID, a photo ID.
Our
They
photo.
didn't check any of our ID in Ice Fjord.
No.
No, they didn't.
Just the cruise
Just
tag.
the cruise badge,
Oh,
just the
okay.
cruise, but they didn't check.
Because I got it all out. I had my hands.
I had it
full.
out, but they didn't. They just kind of waved us on.
They
Yeah.
looked at mine.
Well, that's because you look
I
suspicious.
look sketch, I guess.
Yeah, we thought you might be some kind of shit bum trying to get on.
What is
Getting on and off. I mean, yeah, it's so quick.
Yeah, it's fun.
I know.
Did you say what your favorite one was, Kelly? Your favorite port?
Well, it's funny because every place we stopped, I thought it was my favorite until we got to
Stavanger.
Stavanger. And, there was absolutely nothing wrong with Stavanger, but it just wasn't
It's like John said. It was like any other European
city. So, but we all kind of said after we had been there for a couple hours, like, okay, I like it better than we thought we did.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that it was like bad. It just wasn't as good as the other three.
Well, when we saw the crazy people, Kaya and I, that lit us up. We like that.
There were just a couple of crazy people.
Well, it's like then you go, oh yeah, crazy people. I love them.
I don't like crazy people. They
I
make
think
me
the
nervous.
street was really nice when he done all the artwork. That was really nice. I
Mhm.
liked it. So
I just didn't think, like, unless you maybe took an excursion, because is that the one where you could go out to Pulpit
The
Rock?
swords,
Yeah.
the swords.
Hi back, Kelly. Yeah, we didn't really do anything there.
Yeah, that's the one that there's no way in heck I'd get on that rock anyway.
Yeah, the Pulpit Rock.
No.
Yeah. So,
it didn't
Yeah.
make sense to go and see a swords. It was like a 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
It didn't make sense.
so let's talk about the one disappointment that you guys had was golf.
Okay.
You talked about golf?
Yeah, we were.
God, I missed a lot with
Yeah.
my coughing.
I just whizzed through it when you were not here.
I don't think it was disappointment. It was just a shame. It was,
Yeah, I was just like, we didn't really. Like I said, we didn't bother us because we walked back and we
Right.
got to see some cool stuff, and it was a pretty course from what we could tell. But
Yeah.
it was just. We were discussing how laid back the Norwegians were.
Right. And because I'm sure you talked about nothing open until 11.
No, we didn't say anything about that.
Oh, okay.
So you're good. You got something new.
This was Nordfjord, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nordfjord.
Yes.
So we got off the ship at 9 in the morning, and nothing in the town opened until 11 o'clock.
Well, maybe we should have stuck around till 11, John.
yeah.
We did it.
No,
Yeah.
we stuck around till 10. We left at 10.
Oh,
I think
We got there at like 8:30.
because we booked it, or we thought we booked it for 9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we thought, well, we need to be there for 9:30. But it's a shame because we had a late night the night before because you've seen the Northern Lights, and then we could have, in hindsight, had a later start to that day, and then maybe it would have been open, or it would have been a lot more time we probably could have had if we just stayed in a bit longer to bed, potentially.
Yeah.
But it didn't ruin it.
No, it didn't matter. We weren't that bothered by it.
yeah. I mean, I felt bad. I think I felt more
You felt worse than we did.
than you guys did.
Yeah, we
'cause
just.
I know you guys
like-
wanted to play golf.
But like I said, we walked back. It was really pretty. We got to, go with you guys to the Viking ship and all that other crap.
You saw
Yeah.
some horses and some pigs.
We did.
We
Cats.
did horses
We saw
and pigs
cats.
and cats, and Kaya was going bananas over the cats.
really liked.
And the bush that I really liked, because I stood there and stared at it for a minute. A full minute, apparently.
A full minute.
They had a timer on me.
Seconds, actually.
How many? 57?
57.
It's
Oh.
lovely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but no, that is a shame. But
It is a shame, but just means you're going to go back later on and do it again. But it didn't matter. It didn't bother me too much at all.
yeah, one of my favorite things actually was coming into and leaving the ports. I know that sounds silly, but especially I liked going into Ålesund because that was the first one we saw. But my favorite was Nordfjord and Ice Fjord.
Yeah.
I was a bit tired on Ice Fjord morning, not gonna lie. We watched it sailing in, but that was after the Northern Lights.
Was that?
No. Nordfjord was after the Northern Lights.
Yeah, Ice Fjord was the second
The
one.
second one. Because we saw the Northern Lights the night we were after we left Ålesund.
Yes.
Oh, well, I was still tired.
Yeah.
I was still
I don't know,
tired.
I like seeing the mountains.
Well, it was because that one in Ice Fjord, it was so early they went through because we
Right.
got in the ship. The ship docked before 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So it was like started going in like probably 6:30.
But we was up early that day to watch sunrise.
You guys were.
Yeah, we were.
So Em and John had a veranda cabin, and our cabin was across the hall, and we had an inside cabin. And we did that because we decided to fly upper class
Because they fancy.
to England.
Yeah, we wanted to be bougie.
We wanted to be bougie. So we kind of were like, okay, if we're gonna fly upper class, we need to save money. Because it was like a $3,000 difference for us to have an inside cabin or a balcony.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we got to the port, we asked if we could upgrade, because a lot of times if you upgrade at the port, you get a cheaper price on a veranda cabin, and all they had left was concierge. And we didn't even ask
No.
how much it was for, the guy came through and he's like, okay, because there were like 5 people in line to upgrade, and the guy came through and he says, okay, just to let you know, all we have is concierge left, and we're like, we're out.
Bye. See
Bye.
you later.
We're
Going to
out.
Cabanas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think it mattered. I think you didn't need it at all. I think because you could have went top deck, what we've done loads of times. And then, honest, that we done that way more than we spent on the balcony. Really,
We did a couple of like Ice Fjord we watched on the balcony.
yeah.
No, we didn't. Ice Fjord we went up top. One of them we watched on the balcony. And then when Bob and Kaya had the nap or not nap, Kelly was on our balcony for a bit.
Nap or not nap. Let's
I
play
know,
nap or not nap.
But we did use the veranda.
Yeah, we used it, but
I don't think it's necessary.
no, that's
but
what I
it
mean.
was
I
nice to
don't think
have.
it's you need it by any means because
Yeah,
it's
but you're talking about, Captain FOMO here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when we were on the ship and you guys had a balcony and we didn't, I was like,
She was pretty salty.
I
about
was
it.
a little jelly, that. I mean, you do sleep really, really well with an inside cabin because
it's like dark.
it's darker. We didn't even have a porthole window. I mean, it was like a cave, so it was dark at night. So you really, unless you set an alarm, you didn't really have concept of time.
yeah.
So we travel with the clock that projects
Shines
onto
up
the ceiling. So if we hadn't had that, we wouldn't have known if it was daytime or nighttime.
No.
In our cabin,
Up or down, sideways.
Yeah.
Well, that's good in a way. That's good in a way because you can.
I
just,
mean, you sleep really well.
I like it. I like the inside cabin. Like I tell Kelly, he's like, you know what? Big deal. We get up, we go up top. You can see better up there anyway because your balcony gives you this much, and you get one side of the ship.
Yeah.
You go up top, you go both sides, you go front, back. You get more of the view.
The only problem is you can't go up top in your jammies.
You can if you wanted to.
You definitely could if you wanted to.
I don't think anyone would care.
If you can walk out on the balcony in your jammies, you can go up top on your jammies because
I guess.
I don't know. But also we got to see, which I think I mentioned a couple times, but we got to see the Northern Lights.
yeah. That was so
That
cool.
was huge on all of our bucket list, I think, and we were really glad.
Somebody said, I think when we were in Ålesund, or was it even the sea day? Somebody said they'd seen them, and we were like, no. We don't believe you. You're a liar. And then somebody, I think, again said it, didn't they? Olison Day, they were talking about it.
Well, I've seen someone's photo. Someone showed me a photo with them.
Yeah, we were like, suspicious.
Really?
Well, what happened is on the sea day on our way up to Olison, we looked outside to see, you know, because they're like, okay, the best time to see them would be between like 1 a.m. and 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So it was like midnight. It was close to midnight.
And it was cloudy.
And it was cloudy. So we all kind of looked and we're like, oh, it's cloudy. We're not going to be able to see them. So we just all went to bed. And then the next morning on the Facebook group, Emma's like, what the heck?
I was
them. Yeah.
Yeah. And Captain FOMO here was like going, didn't we stay up?
And then it was mission of the week then, I think, wasn't it? We were like, right, if we do nothing else, we're going to see these northern lights.
It does make me wonder now. I mean, I know the answer but the woman who was just in a show, she was saying like Northern Lights, and she'll keep us updated. And all that.
Cruise director, yeah.
She never kept us updated. She says she kept us updated, but she never kept us updated about Northern Lights.
Right.
So I wonder, like other cruises do make announcements.
They do. Other cruise ships make announcements.
I'm guessing it's because it's Disney and you don't want to wake your kids up, and so I get that, but perhaps there must have been a way that they can make it certain cabins if they requested to get woke up at a certain time if they happen. There must be a way they could do that. So
you know, the easiest thing would have been is because they know how to do it because they did it several times. Is just send out a notification on your navigator
on
app.
your navigator app, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because they did it with other things. Why couldn't they do it with Northern Lights? Bing, 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 bing. Northern Lights are happening. You know.
Yeah, that would have been really nice because they didn't give us any kind of. I mean, at night at the show, which was at what, like 6:15.
Yeah.
They said, okay, the probability of seeing the Northern Lights is 60%.
But the night we saw them, she said that they were. It was a low.
It was lower. It was like 39% or something. Like, yeah, like 40%.
Wow. So.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't want to disappoint people. Maybe they don't want people to be like, "Well, you said I was going to see the Northern Lights."
Maybe, but I think everyone knows that you can't guarantee to see them.
Right.
Well,
so apparently Cindy gets to see them.
Cindy gets to see them a lot. So
we're just going to go to Cindy's house from now on.
Yeah, Cindy, we're coming over to see you.
Yeah, we don't ever get to see them here.
That was the first time I'd ever seen them.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever seen them.
Yeah.
It's a bucket list item, that was.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people were saying the same thing, Anna. It's like on the Facebook group that we were on, a part of, Emma had access to it, but I didn't with my phone. You know, a lot of people were like, okay, if you see them, come to cabin, blah, 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 and knock on the door. And it's like, okay, well, we all just stayed up. You could do that too. You know, I mean, I get it if you have little kids.
Yeah.
But, you know, every night this month, that's so cool.
Every night this month.
So lucky.
Wow. But I can understand, you know, if you see them like every night in the month, you're like,
yeah, big deal.
Hey, look, my Northern Lights are going. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like us. We get to see Pikes Peak every day.
Yeah, look, Pikes Peak.
Pikes Peak. Big deal. So,
Pikes Peak. And everybody's like, is that Pikes Peak? And I'm like,
yeah. We see it 3 times a day, every day, you know.
Every day.
We were so excited. Kaya was on Northern Lights check.
Yeah.
She kept running outside.
She well,
she was running outside, and because at first we could only see it through our phones, we couldn't see it with our eyeballs.
Yeah.
And so Kaya was going out and taking pictures and showing everyone. And then at one point we were like, okay, this is good enough to go outside. We will go outside. But she was on Northern Lights.
Every 20 minutes.
She was on Northern Light Patrol.
Yeah.
Great job.
And she did a good job. She just took pictures and brought them in and showed us. And it started off small, got bigger, and then it kind of faded. Then it got brighter, and then it was like, now it's time to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then when we got up there and we could see it with our actual eyeballs, it was just insane.
Yeah.
I definitely, I mean, it was amazing. I'm definitely glad we stayed up and just tired a couple of days afterwards. It was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Cindy, do you not have mountains where you live?
In Saskatchewan.
I thought. I know we have. We do have.
You know, I got to tell you though, every once in a while I have to pinch myself and go, "Wow, we really live in a really nice, beautiful place."
We do live in a really pretty place.
So I'd never get tired to see the mountains ever.
Yeah, I mean, and because here we get wildlife all the time. You know, we see deer, and
yeah, but it's like when that's okay. The Northern Lights is like seeing a deer here,
kind of.
You know, it's kind of like Kelly goes, "Oh, look, deer," and I'm like,
Big deal, yeah.
It's what you get used to, I suppose, isn't it? You know, we never see stuff like that. I mean, it's like you said, it was a
prairie. Okay.
But when we see stuff like that, people
we don't get cool animals. Yeah. We don't get Northern Lights. We haven't got cool mountains. Not really.
But you have pubs.
Yeah, look. Whoa.
You have pubs and Percy Pig.
You got Percy Pigs.
I don't even like Percy Pigs.
That's it. We couldn't move where you are. We're moving.
Yeah.
8 hours to the mountains. Wow. So that's a long way.
That is a long way.
So yeah, I would get excited too.
Will we see them again when we go to Allendale?
No.
Northern Lights.
Yeah, when we go to Banff.
I don't know. Cindy might know. Will we see Northern Lights in Banff?
Oh.
Yeah, it'll be that time of year.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
We do have castles.
Yeah, you have castles.
We don't have castles. Yeah, exactly. See?
There you go.
Yeah, mostly ruins of castles.
I think that's
you got
cool.
some good castles though too, because we saw one. You know, we called it the Acropolis.
Yeah,
but,
I know we kept calling
Dover Castle.
Yes, in Banff.
Oh, awesome!
I'll still be as excited.
Definitely.
We might be crashing that wedding.
I doubt it.
That would be so exciting.
Yeah.
And are they just green where you are, Cindy? Because I know they can be different colours.
Yeah, we just seen green, wasn't it?
Yeah. It looked like what's the witch called from Wicked?
Elphaba?
Yeah, she was taking over.
Yeah.
So was there anything about the cruise that you guys would have changed? Anything that you wished would have been different or anything you could have changed?
Too much quizzes.
more of the music trivia.
That
was fun.
Yeah. I think they started. There was a lot of stuff, and just for me, sometimes just get too much quizzing. But you all know.
Yeah, I agree with you though. Sorry, Emma. I agree with you, John. Though I mean, because during the daytime they don't have a whole lot of things to choose from. It's either trivia or drawing, or crafts.
Yeah.
They could be doing some other stuff.
Well, you know, when we were on the ship, when we were on the Wonder, they actually had games that you could use and play.
Right.
You know, other than Mexican Train, which is what
we brought our own dominoes.
But they had like Haunted Mansion Life and all this other stuff that you could play.
We left our dominoes in the hotel at Heathrow, by the way. No. We brought a Mexican Train, but we left our dominoes because they were too heavy.
No, one was missing.
On purpose.
Yeah, we left them on purpose. So somebody got
one was missing,
and
so I was gonna have to replace it anyway.
Train.
Yeah, we brought
that because that was separate.
The one missing, is it in your Mexican Train?
No.
I don't think
it could have fell on the floor anywhere.
It doesn't matter.
It's not a big deal.
At least it's just the dominoes part.
Yeah.
So Cindy says they're very colorful. Okay, so other than
and they dance for hours.
That's making it better.
Imagine the FOMO Kelly's gonna have.
We'll FaceTime you.
Yeah,
I know that'd be great. Do that because I want to hear it all night long.
Look, Kelly.
I want to hear it. God damn it, Kelly. You're up there watching Northern Lights and I'm down here. I have to work. I gotta rub people in my restaurant room.
No, exactly how I sound too.
Okay.
I think they could have added more variety because the things that they did like that tour,
it was amazing.
But it was absolutely packed because there wasn't anything else to do.
Yeah.
It was or drawing or that tour at the time.
That tour was amazing. I really, really enjoyed it. That was me to a T. That was it's just like a Keys to a Kingdom tour, and it was the facts what I didn't know. I mean, I'm sure you guys know a lot more than I did.
So many carpet facts.
Yeah, but it was
so many carpets
that I would just completely didn't pay attention to, and they was pointing it out. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. But I'm sure there's other stuff they could be doing like that.
Like the P&O do, like they have people come on and speak about.
That's what I was gonna say. I wish that they had people come on and like talk about, either Norwegian history or Viking history or something about the area that we were going
Oh,
to.
that would have been cool. Like if they did something like they do in the Norway pavilion, they could have had Viking come out and dress. Like,
Yeah. They even could have done Norwegian lessons. We could have learned.
yes,
They could, like, basic, like,
that would have
basic
been
how-
awesome. Like how to say thank you and please.
Good job, Emma.
Oh, Emma, you should be a cruise director.
But we need to email Disney now. That's an awesome idea.
Yeah, I think, especially on like cruises like that where you're going to different countries, it would have been very cool to hear about different like history. Hey there, Reggie and Cheryl, how are you? Different cultures and how they do things. Even like, because we have talked so many times to our clients this week about how quiet it was in Norway, like, what they do for environmental stuff. I mean, because
and how clean
it was,
no trash anywhere.
Even just like food, different types of food that are popular in Norway and stuff. I would have liked that if they'd have had at least like once a day, some kind of a
cultural
seminar or
yes.
chat thing that you could have gone to.
So easy for you. It's so easy to do that.
Yeah.
But they could have done it in the Walt Disney Theater.
Yeah, they could have done it
during
in
the
theater,
day.
Yeah,
but they were probably rehearsing during the day, so
they could have been. But even in the movie theater,
the movie theater,
there's we didn't even go in the movie
Promenade
theater,
Lounge.
did we?
No, we did not. I was going to watch Thor, but I canceled that out.
Have you seen it yet?
No, it's on Disney Plus. I can watch it, but
we watched it when we got back.
Yeah,
I would change that, especially if you're doing a longer cruise, like, because we only had 2 sea days and it wasn't so bad. John got a bit trivia'd out.
Yeah.
But personally, I like trivia, so I don't mind. But I don't want to do trivia after trivia after trivia after, especially when you have people like we did on the cruise who win all of the trivia and then you don't win any trivia, But
we had like one guy who won all the dang trivias.
It was like,
what was his name?
Tim.
But they also had some stuff in the evening that was adults only, and there was absolutely no reason for it to be.
No.
Right.
So, like, I understand not wanting like toddlers there, maybe.
That's probably why they did it, because they didn't even look at Kaya twice.
Yeah.
No.
But to be fair, I think there weren't that many kids on the ship that were Kaya's age.
Mm-mm.
I mean, because we pretty much saw everybody that was on the ship, and there weren't many like 14 to 18-year-old kids on the ship. Yeah. She may have been the only one, because most of the kids were younger, like less than school age.
Well, they had that group of kids that were
they were probably like
edge
10 to 13 or something, making noise,
down
being obnoxious, but
in the atrium.
Yeah, because we weren't making any noise.
No, we were quiet as a tomb.
Ding, 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 ding. With our Mexican train dance,
yeah.
No, I think they could have used so much more like of a space for little stuff like that easily if they thought about it.
Yeah.
But it didn't spoil it at all. It just
it would have made it really nice if we'd have had stuff like that to go do. Even on the days we were in port, if they'd have had something, because if you get off early and you come back to the ship at 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been nice to have something like that to go to before the show, before dinner, because there were times when we were like, what are we going to do?
Sleep.
So, yeah, because I didn't even know that there was a ship tour, because I guess we were napping.
No, they always do a ship tour.
I know, but I didn't see it in the app.
That's always the embarkation day, always.
No, but they didn't do it on embarkation day.
Yeah.
No, they had some later in the
Coming
week
up,
as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
I think Bob was doing laundry.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, so y'all did it on the day that we were barfing.
Barf?
Nobody barfed.
No.
Yeah, no, it was. It was a mixology day.
Was it?
Yeah, because
that was the first sea day.
And then we met Kelly, and then we went to.
Did Kelly go afterwards?
We went to mixology.
Yeah, but then after that.
After the thing, I don't know where Kelly was.
Okay.
Kelly might know where Kelly was.
I don't either.
See, Cindy could have taught us a class on Norwegian culture.
No, Cindy, you'll have to come and teach a class.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Maybe you can just recommend yourself a new job on Disney cruises.
There you go.
Is there more stuff on bigger ships, or is it just the same sort of stuff?
No, there's more. There's more to do.
I don't know. But they don't have like cultural stuff.
No,
like
they don't
that.
have cultural stuff. But we've never done anything out
Other
of the
than the
country until this
Caribbean.
one.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
you know, and the Caribbean is like not that, you know, it's Caribbean.
Yeah. I suppose maybe not everybody wants a lesson in that, but then not everybody wants to do trivia, and
No.
not everybody wants to draw.
I think when we
So-
said at one of the meals, it would be really cool to go and see how they make the cocktails and that.
Yeah, where the bar is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And go and see like a chef making the food, and
Yeah.
you know,
They
like,
did do 2 cooking classes.
yeah,
While
but
we
it's
were on
weird
board.
stuff. It was like
It was strudel and chocolate lava cake.
Yeah.
But you don't get to do the cooking. You just watch
watch
them do the
You
cooking.
just get to watch them do the cooking.
That's kind of what we found because Emma and I went to the mixology class and we didn't really get to mix. We just got to taste. You know, it would have been fun to learn how to mix the cocktails and stuff.
I think they used to be like that. They used to mixology used to mix it yourself, but since COVID, they've just kept it how it was.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because during the staycations, you had to stay at your table,
Right.
and they mixed it. They told you about the drink.
So you wouldn't be touching.
It was fun. I mean, we got to taste 5 cocktails. So
They were like little baby ones.
yeah, they were like half size, I guess you would say. But,
Um,
and it was what? It was $40
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah.
I thought it was worth it.
The one you gave me was really nice.
Oh yeah, I gave John a baby
What's that?
Guinness.
That was gorgeous.
Oh yeah, that was good. I like that. So I was gonna mention we questioned before we got on the ship, like the dining rotation, because we had 7 nights. So we rotated. We did each dining room 3 times and 1 4 times, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you can make lefse and you love. We didn't try
I
it.
did.
Did you try aquavit?
Yes, I had a drink at the. I think it was Frozen Night. That was one of the cocktails. It had aquavit in it.
Okay. But I was gonna say they do change the menu for when you repeat your restaurants.
No, we only repeated 1 3 times.
Oh, okay. Each one twice and 1 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay. I was adding.
Animator's palette was 3 times. The others were twice.
But yeah, they do change the menu because we were wondering about that before we got on the ship.
we already knew that.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you did because we took a 5-night cruise and they had different menus for the two we repeated.
In case you were wondering.
Kelly just forgets.
I do forget. Yeah.
I don't. I don't.
What, John?
What's your best restaurant? Which one do you like the most?
I think my favorite dinner was the first night.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was going to say the same thing, which shocked us all because we had Animator's Palette the first night.
Yeah.
And we were all kind of like, oh, great, we got to go to Animator's Palette 3 times. But it ended up being our favorite the first night, I think, of all of them, really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say any of them were bad. I just like that one the best, I think.
I really like the Rapunzel's restaurant. I don't really care about I care if it's bad food, but like generally I try something different anyway.
Yeah.
And I just really like it in there. It's so pretty.
It is pretty in there. I like that one.
Yeah, Rapunzel was my favorite. Yeah, my
Yeah, for
favorite
the theme,
themed. My
yeah.
favorite themed restaurant is Rapunzel's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like they did when we were in the staycation we got to watch the show on Rapunzel's, and I thought that was the show. And then we went into Rapunzel's twice, and there were 2 shows, and one of them was the Ruffians, and that was so good.
Yeah, they were so funny.
Absolutely, yeah.
It
It was weird because on a staycation cruise, my favorite restaurant was Lumineers.
Right.
And I don't think I would say the same now. I think it was very noisy in there, very noisy for some reason. And the food was nice. I didn't have a bad meal at all, but it wasn't as good as I remembered it was.
Yep, I kind of agree with you.
I think the other 2 was far better than I remembered them being. What's good, you know, it's a nice change it up, but
Yeah. A couple of things that I noticed that so this cruise in particular, instead of Pirate Night, we had Frozen Night, but they didn't do fireworks at all on this cruise. So I think that's like an environmental thing.
Yeah, I think it's because
For
Norway
Norway.
was like because they didn't blow the horn either.
No, that's what I was going to say too. They did not, when you leave port, I think they only blew the horn like once.
yeah.
They did it in Nordfjord. But it really echoed. I don't know if because you were on a balcony, weren't you then? it really echoed. So I imagine doing it in Ice Fjord would have been worse.
Right, really loud. And then they did it leaving Stavanger too, but it was a normal horn. It wasn't the Disney horn. So I don't know. I thought maybe once we got out to sea, they would do the Disney horn, but they didn't. They just did the regular, which I was like, oh.
Well, I'm sure it's like, because it was really quiet.
Very quiet.
They like, I guess the Norwegians like it quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was quiet.
Because we've been on the ship, like leaving the Bahamas or whatever, and they'll go through all the horns.
Yeah, they'll play.
Like When You Wish Upon a Star.
Yeah.
Be Our Guest.
Be Our Guest.
They'll like go through all
They'll do
of them.
a whole medley of horns.
Yeah, but this one, it was just like once if you got it.
And I think one time when we were at Nassau, they were having like a horn battle with the ship next to us.
On the Dream, and it was at the Fantasy that was next to us, and they were like, one would do a Pirate's Life for me.
Yeah,
and
so it was like,
it
was like back and forth.
That's awesome. Yeah.
It must be something to do with noise pollution or.
I think it must be, yeah.
Yeah, because it did really echo in Nordfjord. Like we've edited that video already, and you can really hear it in the clip. So
it sounds awesome, though.
It sounds really great. But imagine the people that live near there.
Again,
yeah, it would probably scare the crap out of them. Like,
whoa, what was
that?
And then they go, "Curse you, Disney!"
I know.
Well, especially because we were on the very first Disney cruise that stops at Nordfjord and Ice Fjord.
Right.
So maybe they did it in Nordfjord, and then everyone was like, "Absolutely not! Do not do that ever again."
I think the best one for me was kayaking. One of the best things was for me was kayaking. I really enjoyed that.
Even though we were a little bit of a mess at first.
It just took us a bit of time to get into it again, and then it was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
I like that a lot too. Kaya and I were a mess. Like.
Nah, it just took you a while to get in the hang of it.
Because the kayaks we used were sea kayaks, so they had a rudder. That's the first time I had ever had a kayak with a rudder. So they had little pedals on the inside of the kayak where you could help steer.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I had it in my head that it was opposite. So if you wanted to turn right, you used your left rudder. And I don't know why, but I had it in my head that way.
Did that help a lot, the rudder? Because
after I figured out how to use it, yeah.
Did you not see how wet Kaya was when she got off?
Yeah, Kaya was drenched.
But it was pretty funny because when Emma and I were up on the lookout and we could see them doing the kayak thing, and there was like the one boat that was like going and behind everybody going the wrong way.
That was
us.
us.
And it was like, oh, I bet that's John and Kelly and them up front because I know. And then it was like, nope, it was Kelly. Kelly and Kaya were like,
Kaya and I, for a while, we were like, why can't we get the hang of it? And then, finally, because we were out there for, what'd they say, 2 hours, John?
It must have been scary, like trying to figure it out and being out in like real water.
Like, he didn't really say it. All he said when we first got into the kayaks, "Oh, we'll sort the rudder out when you get going."
Right.
He didn't really explain how to use it. He just said, "Oh, we'll sort it out when you get going."
Right.
So no one really sort of questioned it and then he got out, and then obviously confusion about which way, and he didn't really stop to help you out for ages.
Right.
He was in a battle with it for a good 20 minutes before he came and help you out. So
we were in a group of 6 kayaks, I think, John, and Kaya and I were way, way back, like from the group, because everybody else was just like, like they had just been on a kayak their whole life,
like they were born on a kayak.
Yeah, and and John was doing really well, and Kaya and I were fighting, like, Mom, she's like, Mom, right, and I'd be going left. So it was a bit of a mess.
I'll do that again now. It's really, really fun.
I would too. I would do it again because our guide, Oscar, I think was his name, right?
I think so, maybe.
He was so nice. He was very nice, and he was very patient, and so I would
get all the facts of the city without, because we got near enough the same sort of information you get.
I wonder if those are the facts everybody gets on every tour.
Yeah. But it's hard work because when we went out to sea, not on a harbour bit, he was trying to sort of keep the kayak still so he could hear what you're saying.
Right.
in the current of the sea. So it was hard work, but I like the concept. I like the idea of it. Like you're telling you all this information about the islands and all the history of the place, the fire, the rest of it, as well as being in a kayak. I like the idea.
Yeah, I like that too. And I think one of my favorite parts about the kayak was we got to go almost right up to the cruise ship.
Yeah.
Like we were, 100 yards away from the cruise ship. It was really cool. And it was, right there in front of us. So that was cool. I liked that part.
They also did kayaking in Ice Fjord because we saw the kayaks. Not but we saw the kayaks, and they went right by the ship as well.
Yeah, that would have been fun. That would have been a lot more hard work than
because it was more of like the sea. The sea was really
choppier.
choppy because it was windy that day.
There's the ones that
I don't know. We saw one man like having a nap.
That's why it was hard work.
Like floating by, lay down in his kayak. I hope he was.
And
okay.
he was just like,
yeah, he wasn't even touching the water. He was in the back of the kayak.
Kenny was doing it at some point, just not doing it.
Don't tell Kaya.
Okay.
Kaya's like, oh my god,
I'm doing all the work.
I think they both did it at some point.
Yeah, I think we took turns.
It was awesome. Really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
My highlight.
I was glad that we did that too. I was really glad. So when the three of us did that, you guys took the train.
We took the troll train up to the
train.
top of the overlook.
How long was it?
7 hours.
7 hours?
Yes.
Because you
Was
got
it
left.
It was like 15 minutes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much was
I don't know. You paid Bob.
that? Okay. How much was that, Bob?
Do you remember how much it was?
Yeah, it was a few dollars.
A few. Okay.
I don't remember. I think it was like $20 a person.
$20 a person.
Was that worth it? I mean, it looked like you might have seen of it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
it was good. I enjoyed it. It was worth it.
good.
And they had like in the little train, they had little headphones, and you could pick your language, and it told you the.
That's cool.
I was listening in
Oh, that's
Japanese.
cool.
Yeah.
Why?
Great.
No, I'm kidding. I was listening in English. Yeah, and it told us all about the fire and the rebuilding, and they'd say, to your right is this, and I'm like, it looks the same as the one I saw to my right a few minutes ago. Is a church, and to your right is a community center. It looks like the church, and then right. Didn't they all look the same, Emma? Could you tell the difference?
Not a church.
No.
Like, I don't know where the church was, but
No.
we did see a robot lawnmower, and that was very exciting.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right.
That was the coolest thing ever. We saw that several places when we were in
Robot
Norway. The little
lawnmowers,
robot,
yes.
the iRobot lawnmowers running around their
Going
little
up the hill, and I don't think Bob had spotted it. And
Oh,
then on the way down, Bob was like,
I swear we've got that here. I swear I've seen him being
probably
good.
Oh, so you want to tell everybody what you're not allowed to bring on the ship?
drones.
a drone.
You're not allowed to get caught with it anyway.
I mean, you got through the first scan.
You got through the 2 scans.
2 scans.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because in Norway, there's no restrictions at all. You can use drones as much as you like.
It's also a really easy place to drone because you've got so much space.
Yes. So apparently, we didn't know that most cruise companies,
Except for Royal Caribbean.
yeah,
I feel like.
you're not allowed to take a drone on board. What makes sense in a way, because I'm guessing they're trying to stop people being stupid and droning from a top deck. But you have to be stupid for that, don't you?
Yeah.
But
Believe me, there are more stupid people out there than you think.
yeah,
All
so
you guys wanted to do was drone from land when we got off the ship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So we've taken the drone. We used the drone in
Olesen.
Olesen and also in Nordfjord. So we got back onto the ship. We got onto the ship with the drone in Dover. Fine. We took it off the ship in Nordfjord. That was fine. No. On the way back onto the ship, it went through a little scanner.
Yeah.
We should have read, but we didn't think to read. But nothing was said. It went through the scanner. We took our bags. We carried on with our life.
Yeah.
And then Ice Fjord. No, that was not.
Yeah, it was all of a sudden you got back on the ship with it, and it was North Fjords where they got you.
Nordfjord, they were like, have you got a drone in the bag? John says, No.
I thought they said, have you got a gun? So no, I've got a gun.
I was like, oh my God, we're lying to security. So then I was like, yes. So then the lady was like saying, oh, you're not allowed drones. So then I started apologizing 9 million times. I was like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. They were so chill about it. They were really, really nice. And I was like, sorry. And then she said, oh, it's okay. You just have to pick it up. You're not allowed to drone the ship. You have to pick it up when you get off.
Yeah.
And they gave me a little receipt.
The only thing that I wish that they'd done was gave us back the next day. So we could drone in the next report.
Right. Yeah, you were saying that on the ship. Like, you wish that you'd been able to check it out.
Yeah.
Like, go through security, get your drone so you can film on land, and then give it back to them when you get on the ship. That would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been easy.
But
They
kept it captive for the rest of the cruise.
And when we were getting off the port, we could see it. It was sat there like,
hi.
Which was weird because when we left North Fjord, somebody was droning the whole way out.
Yeah.
And it was like going right over the ship. And there was crew members, high up echelon officers that were out there filming it.
Mm.
yeah, maybe that's, I don't know if we were back on the ship by that time.
Yeah.
But we didn't go over the ship or anything. We were just up on land, scanning around.
No, it was close enough. I probably could have hit it with a rock.
Yeah.
That's how, yeah.
What we did legally, they don't. I mean, does it in airspace? And in Norway, you're allowed to drone. So technically, you're allowed to drone over the ship if you wanted.
You'd
to.
have to be a distance above, because you have to be a certain amount of distance
Yeah.
above people's heads.
Right.
Like, you can't be close. So, but we weren't even over the ship.
No.
So.
But what we have got is amazing
Yeah.
footage, and it's coming out on a video. So if
I
you
can't
ever
wait to see that.
go and check it out when it comes out
Nice
because
plug,
it's
Jen.
amazing.
Nice plug.
Link it in the description.
Yeah, it'll be
below.
there, and we have it, and they don't.
And
Nanny,
yeah, and we
nanny,
do
boo,
not.
boo. If you want to see it, you got to come to our channel to watch it because they don't have it.
Welcome to any of the drone
Absolutely,
footage,
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
No, I don't envy you. I think it's awesome.
I
you
think
guys-
it's awesome that you guys have your drone footage because that's something that we couldn't do. We're not capable of drone pilot. No,
no.
that's you keep that.
More guts than I have.
Yeah, John spends the entire time going, "You're too high. It's too windy. Oh my God, there's a building. Watch out for that tree.
No, right.
There's a helicopter." How I don't have a panic attack, I don't know.
I take a caution line to it, and that's why I never crashed one.
Because you don't fly.
Oh, snap.
Ooh, Emma just got thrown under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't fly it.
Well, that's as frustrating as well because we agreed the next port I will fly it,
Yeah,
and it was took off us.
Oh, see,
yeah.
got away with that.
I think he probably whispered in the ear, take the drone.
I don't want to do it.
I don't want to take the drone.
Next time you do fly it, I'm going to stand there going, "You're going too high. There's a plane. Oh my God, watch out for that cloud. There's a dog somewhere."
And in my defence, when we done the drone license, when we done the test online, you needed a spotter, and that's all I do.
No, just
Oh,
watch
you're
it.
spotter.
Oh, so you got to be. That's the most important job is the spotter.
It is.
Oh my God, Cindy, yes.
Oh,
Been amazing.
that would be cool.
Oh, wow. That would be cool.
That would be very cool.
Yeah. I bet you could just time lapse them on your phone though.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward.
Yeah,
take-
we're going to Cindy's house
Yeah, Cindy.
because it's directly north from our house.
It
isn't
is.
it? We
Yeah,
could probably
we-
be there in like 16 hours.
Less than 36, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Less than 36
Yeah.
hours.
And we don't even have to worry about time difference
No,
because she's on the same time we are.
I think so.
I know so.
There you go. If you leave now, you can be there by
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll be there by Monday night.
Yeah. We'll walk. We're going to walk.
We're not going to
We're
walk.
We're going to look at the directions on our phone and it says 20 minutes and
Yeah.
we're going to walk.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but we were saying about the troll train. We me and Bob got left at the top of
We
the
got left behind.
Right.
But
and
it really wasn't your
It
fault.
wasn't our fault. They did not ring the bell.
I don't think they did, but
I-
also they made
Right. I agree. I agree that probably wasn't your fault, but if it happened to anyone, it was going to happen to you. Too,
I did when we got. So we literally watched the train leave, like they just left, and then I said to Bob, "This is why we're not in charge of things."
There goes our train.
Like, bye.
So you just had to talk to the next train that came.
Yeah, we waited till the next train came, and then we just talked to the driver, and he says, you know, I think I got 2 empty seats. They're not together, but you can ride back. You know, the only thing was, even if we couldn't have, it was going down instead of up, so it wouldn't have been a bad walk down.
Yeah.
No.
Mr. Mike has a complicated question.
But
Would you be more inclined to do a Disney cruise if each ship had a different dark ride, like Peter Pan themed ship with Peter Pan's flight? That would be very cool, but I wouldn't be more or less inclined to do a Disney cruise if.
no.
I don't know if I would do it because I think the ride would have queues of people.
Yeah.
Like that would be one of the main things to do, wouldn't it? Then.
True. Well, yeah, it's kind of like
the aqueduct.
Aqueduct, yeah.
On
Each
the big
ship has,
ships,
each ship has a water slide or water coaster, so it's kind of similar.
And what's the one called on the Wish? The Mickey one?
Whatever.
It was like we were watching an Adam Hatton vlog, and they were trying to get on it. And this like the queue was like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, it was like really long.
It was like, nah.
What a waste of your time.
I mean, we didn't even swim. We didn't have time to swim. Or
No.
nothing.
Well, I mean, to be fair, every time we walked by the hot tub, it was packed.
Yeah.
Like they had 2 hot tubs, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to sit shoulder to shoulder with 5 strangers in a hot tub.
Weird.
No, thank
It is kind of weird.
you. Yeah.
I would do it, but only if everyone agreed to do the whirlpool thing. If not interested.
I mean, I would do it with the 5 of us, but not 5 strangers. No, that's just weird.
It is a bit weird.
It looked like old fart stew to me.
Yeah, literally.
But you could.
What would this be though? It'd be weird.
Yeah, we could just.
Speedo. That's what he says.
He said, "Oh no." No, he said if we were just weird, they would probably get out.
I don't know. There were some weird people on that ship too.
Yeah.
I think we were average weird. Yeah.
I very much enjoyed Silent Disco as well. That was great.
Yeah.
Silent Disco was good.
Yeah.
I actually recorded y'all on my phone.
It was actually better than we thought it was going to be. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I always like things like that. And that was your first ever Silent
It was.
Disco.
Yeah. It was fun. What was your favorite cocktail? Can you remember?
Oh, we had a lot. I can't remember. No, not off the top of my head.
I don't even remember the names of them.
No, I don't either. I still feel a little like travel fuzzy in my brain.
Yeah.
I liked the bluey greeny one that we had. We all had it.
The bluey greeny one.
Yeah, but I don't remember what it was called. You had to stir it.
Okay.
We stirred it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, but I did really like the mixology seminar. I liked some of the cocktails in there, and
I remember one, the Smolder. It had the cotton candy on it.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was good.
That one was good. That was Rapunzel.
Yeah. Thank you, April. I'm super excited. I'm gonna after this live stream, I am gonna get crack-a-lackin' and start editing. Like I was saying earlier, I'm gonna hope to have the trip trailer preview out Wednesday.
You will.
This is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but yeah. And then our first like travel day vlog
On Saturday.
will be Saturday, this coming Saturday. So I got a lot of work to do because we got a lot of footage. And did we use 3 or 4 cameras? 3 cameras? 4
4.
cameras?
5 if you count our phone.
Yeah, so we used a lot of cameras on this trip.
Mm-hmm.
So Bob had a lot. So what happens is Bob puts all the footage into folders for me and in a timeline so that I can just take the clips and put them in the editor and do them.
Yeah, I have to separate all the footage from the different cameras.
And it's taken you 4 days?
No, it only took me. I started like yesterday.
No, you were doing some at work like 2 days ago.
Yeah, okay, well 2 days, but that was at work.
Okay.
I get like 30 minutes to do it. So
True. But
that was just to
taken
put
a
all the
while.
footage into an external hard drive. Except for I didn't put any of the phone footage in there. And there's some stuff there that needs to go in.
Yeah.
Like the silent disco.
Yeah. So it's
Because it's hilarious. You guys are funny.
we're probably, I'm guessing, have you guys guessed like how many weeks worth of vlogs we're gonna have?
So far,
It's mad. It's mad.
we start our schedule on Friday with the trailer. We still have some Disney World ones coming out on like Tuesdays, just a couple. But so far we're in November, and I'm only at Ice Fjord.
I reckon at least to December. At least to
Wow.
We don't really want it to run into December though, so
No.
we'll see.
We're hoping it finishes end of November.
We're hoping it finishes end of November. But we were trying to like put as much in as we could because we filmed a lot, and Norway's really pretty. Like some of it is like scenery stuff, some of it is like people talking. It's also chaos.
Yeah.
So
I want to ask those of you guys that are in the chat. I want your opinion. Would you rather have longer vlogs, like one long vlog, or two shorter vlogs, like in one day? So if we have
like
a day,
a 30-minute or an hour.
Yeah. Would you rather have a 30 to 40-minute video or two 20-minute videos? So that's what I would like to know.
Because we got our travel day, 36 hours. It's got a lot.
It's gonna have to be 2 days.
It's got a lot.
Day,
it's gonna be because it's got a lot.
Yeah, I would like to know.
We got a limit. We always go 25 minutes. If you go longer than 25 minutes, we split them into two. That's what we've been trying to do. But
we've been trying to split hours. I don't know if this will help at all. But we've been trying to split hours so that, like, especially at a port day, so it's like the morning and the port, and then the evening. Because we tended to we'd film a little bit in the morning, but we're groggy and we're tired, and it's a lot of scenery stuff, and then everything in the port, and then in the evening it's like dinner and the show and whatever we did after dinner. So they tend to be similar.
It's not a science. Sometimes 30 minutes and sometimes 27 minutes.
Yeah, but they're similar in length to each other. It seems like a natural break, and it also means, I guess, like, because I know that people that watch us would sit and watch through a long one if I put it out, but people that are just looking for Nordfjord,
right,
are not interested in the Disney stuff. So I want them to be able to get what they want.
I think it's a preference. I don't think it's an answer. I think it depends what you like more. I think some people have longer ones out and it's amazing, and some people don't. I mean, I think it's a preference.
I mean, if they're going to be long, we try to keep them under 35 minutes. I mean, that to us is pretty long. I don't want to put out a 90-minute video. That's just really long. But
then we don't want to not have anything included either. I don't want to cut it and chuck it away and never see that footage.
Right.
So I'd rather a shorter one and have that footage in a different video.
I don't know about you guys, but when I was transferring all this footage onto the hard drive, it's like it gets less and less every day.
Vlogging?
Yeah.
Less and less every day.
It's like you can tell it starts to wane just a little bit. It's like the first day is like, we filmed everything. Look, there's a flower growing. Look, there's this. And then when we start to get the last day, it's like,
Let's just leave the camera in the cabin. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a lot having the camber with you all the time.
Our last day was the most amount of footage.
Well, we're on Ice Fjord at the moment, and that's the longest one so far.
Yeah, Matt, it's stupid. We've got so much footage,
Yeah.
but everywhere you look was amazing. There was stuff to, it was incredible. The scenery was lovely. So, yeah, we probably took like hundreds of photos of the same thing.
Yeah, I know. And I don't think that even in pictures or videos, it is as pretty. It doesn't do it justice how pretty it was there, because I can look at my pictures and go, man, that was so pretty, but actually being there in person and seeing it
is breathtaking.
It was just incredible.
Like a sail in, we watched a sail, we just done one today, a sail in, and I forgot how amazing it looked, and it's like we watched it back and oh wow, that looks insane.
Yeah.
I know. So would you do it again? Yes.
100%.
Hi Nathan, how are you? Yeah, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Even though it was a bit long, Bob.
I think I would fly to Olesen and meet y'all there.
There was a P&O 12-day one we can do.
It's already told me off for that.
I would have to get, I don't know.
You and Kaya, Bob and Kaya get a little antsy being gone a long time. And the three of us, Emma and John and I, are like, we're good. you know, we could stay out for like 2 weeks and be okay. But you know,
Longer.
Bob and Kaya get a little, you know, I'm ready to be done, you know, which is a weird concept to me because I'm just like, I just want more and more and more. So
I'm really interested to like Alaska cruise now. I need to research them because if it's anything like this scenery, what we just seen, it'd just be amazing for me. I mean, I spoke to a guy in a coffee place, Cove Cafe, and he said that it was just identical apart from the wildlife. And
really?
Yeah, you get to see more wildlife in Alaska.
Definitely. Yeah, because there's another vlogging couple that's from here in Colorado that did the Alaska cruise. And I looked at her Instagram this morning and she said they saw so many whales on one day. I know. So I think they have wildlife where we didn't, because we didn't really see any wildlife at all.
I saw some Norwegian dogs.
We saw cats.
Oh.
That's the golf course.
And I stroked 2 Norwegian dogs.
One of the cats was a badass. It chased the other cat away.
Cats, dogs, and robot lawnmowers.
Robot lawnmowers, yes.
No dolphins, no whales.
No, somebody did say that they saw whales, and I had FOMO for about half an hour, and then Kelly was like, they're lying and you can't have FOMO. And just now am I realizing Kelly has FOMO over everything, and it seems very unfair for her to have that moment of FOMO.
You're not allowed to have FOMO. Yeah, because if you have FOMO, then she's going to get FOMO because you have FOMO.
I think she said that to you because she didn't want to get FOMO. She said it to you. She's referring it into us.
Kelly was trying not to have FOMO. Yes, that was it.
Kelly said, no, you're not allowed to have FOMO. And I was like, okay. And then I didn't really think about it after that.
You're so good. You mind so well.
Hey, so Mr. Mike and Heather, we're the same.
Yeah.
So Mike, yeah.
I don't know. It's just hard for me because like I was telling Kelly when we got back to work, it was hard for me to get back to work because I'd been gone for so long. And it's just like.
Yeah, we were like, how do Emma and John...
How do you stay gone from work that long and then get back to it?
Easily.
I don't get it. It's not easy for me. I want to stay lazy.
Yeah.
I mean, other people do my job while I'm not there. They just tell me where they're up to. So.
Apart from fire brigades, my engineering job, I work so I can go on holiday. Mm-hmm. You know, that's my main goal in life is to travel and holidays.
Well, that's what I do. I work so we can go on holiday too. But you know, I want to go on a shorter holiday.
Yeah.
I like to do them more often.
I think that's what
and shorter.
Yeah, because we were going on like 3 and 4 day.
We were going 3 and 5 day.
Yeah, that was our average.
And we were doing it like every 4 to 6 weeks.
Right.
Here's the problem though. You've made friends with people in England. And so to meet us, it takes 36 hours.
To get there, yes. I know.
Yeah, that's the problem right there.
That's on you, not on me. That's your problem.
Yeah, so we need to just like alternate. Like 1 year we go there, 1 year you come here, and then so it's fair.
Yeah. We can be tired.
Bob's moaning, but we went to Florida.
Yeah, but that's not bad.
I'm not moaning. I just say it's hard for me to be gone that long.
Yeah, but it's different as well, isn't it? Because it's your business. I don't work for my own business.
True.
Yeah, we don't get paid if we don't work.
Yeah, when we're away from work, we make no money. So, yeah, it's a little different.
And then it's usually we got to bust our ass before we go, and then I got to bust my ass when I get home.
Yeah, that's true, because you got to make money as much as you can up until you leave.
And get everybody in and squeeze them. I mean, you would not believe how many people I squeezed into small spots before we left.
Right, and then when you get back, you got to squeeze
I got to squeeze them in because they've been waiting for a while.
And then you
got
to make up for being gone. So, for us to be closed for a whole week, it's
a week. We were gone for almost 2 weeks.
That's a big difference because I just get my normal salary when I'm on holiday. Like we get paid holidays.
Yeah, we don't get that. So yeah, I'm the same, Anna. I always have to have another trip planned.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I love working for ourselves. It's like I would hate working for somebody else. I mean, the only good thing about it was I'd get paid.
Right. Yeah, that's the only difference.
But I love it. I love working for ourselves. I love having our own business. It's just certain things we have to do in order to keep it going.
Yeah.
That you don't
I
have to
that-
think of
I
when you
think
work
that
for
makes-
somebody else.
I think that makes a big difference because we don't get vacation pay. So
well, we do. We still get paid.
we still get paid, but the business isn't
but the
making any
business
money.
doesn't make it. Just means it costs us.
Yeah.
Right.
It must make a big difference.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps I would if I was working for myself and had my own business and I didn't get paid when I wasn't at work. I think I might have a different outlet, but
Well, it's the same. My sister's boyfriend
Yeah.
is self-employed, and it's a big thing for him to. Whereas I think, oh, I'll go on holiday because I know I'm still going to get my wages,
Yeah.
and it's not. Then I'll go back to work when I'm done.
Yeah.
Like it's not the same, is it? Like I don't have to squidge anything in
Yeah.
before I go.
no, it's like Nathan saying it cost him money to go on holiday.
Yeah.
No, of course it costs money, but it for him not earning money when he's on holiday. So he's saying rather than him earning X amount of money while he's there, he's taking that hit as well as paying to go away.
Mhm.
Right. And we usually have at least 2 other trips planned when we get back from that trip.
Yeah.
Because we've got like a whole year's worth of stuff, that we want to do.
But
Yeah.
I just like doing shorter trips because here's one of the things is it's like it costs us almost $750 to $1,000 a day to miss work.
Yeah.
And that makes my heart hurt.
Yeah, for us, yeah. And I'm like, it's gonna be fine.
You're like gone for 10 days. I'm like, oh,
that's a lot of money. Yeah. So that's why we have to bust our butts before.
Yeah, that's why we got to make it up, and then we got to make it up. So, but it all evens out, and it's fun, and I have a great time. I would do anything for you guys and go anywhere with you guys. So it's worth every.
There's a 12-day cruise.
I would not do a 12-day cruise.
You would let me go, and he would work.
I would send her. I would say, go ahead, take pictures.
Go ahead and go. Yeah.
They have polar bears.
I know.
Polar bears.
Yeah. I don't know. It was good. Was it different? Because that was your first time on the Magic, wasn't it?
It was.
Yes.
How was that?
Same as the Wonder.
I just saw Louis roll off the couch. He was like, bloop.
What happened, Louis?
He just rolled off.
He just rolled off.
Yeah, he rolled off the couch. That was funny. It was the same as
Except for the restaurants were different.
Except for the restaurant. Yeah, it was pretty much the same as the Wonder. Personally, having been on the bigger ships and the smaller ships, I like the bigger ships a little bit better. If I was going to choose, we haven't been on the Fantasy yet, and we're going to go on the Wish in February. But personally, I prefer the bigger ships to the smaller
I think
ships.
the bigger ships has a little more to do.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think because there's one thing that Kai and I love doing. It's like the detective thing on the Dream, where we have like 2 or 3 different scenarios that we do, and we go up and down the decks and looking. Because one of the things Kai and I did, I guess it was the nap not nap day. We were like, we were walking the decks. We started at the top, and we walked all the way around each deck. On the way down, we got to deck 5, and then Kelly's like, "We're going to do this. Okay, we'll see you there."
Yeah, because we were sailing out.
Yeah.
So that Kaya's like, that was one of her favorite things to do, was just walk around the deck and look. We found some stuff we didn't know existed.
Yeah.
Like on the back of the deck, there's this huge ass staircase, in the back deck. And it was like going, where'd this come from?
Yeah.
I'd never seen that before.
Huh. That's cool. I think personally, I like the bars and lounges on the bigger ships a little bit better. I mean, we ended up in O'Gill's.
O'Gill's was cool.
Every day, which I really liked O'Gill's. But
I had a bartender. Yeah. High five. He was like, he goes, "Your same one, Mr. Robert?" And I'm like, yeah.
Mr. Robert.
I like it. Well, then the bigger ships won't fit down the fjords, I suppose.
Well, yeah, I think they have to have a small one for that, I guess. But
I noticed because I was looking at the Dream cruises yesterday that are going in Europe next year. See, I don't even know anything about the new ship, Cindy. All I knew was the name.
And Kaya's gonna be really pissed.
Why?
She thinks it should have been named the Imagine.
The Imagine, yeah, Imagination or something like that. That's what she was gonna guess. But
that'd be cool.
where was I going with that?
You like the bigger because the Disney Dream, the cruise itineraries.
Oh yeah, Disney Dream cruise itineraries in Europe next year. They don't go to Ice Fjord and Nord Fjord, so I guess they can't fit back in there.
Probably can't go under that bridge.
Yeah, they may not be able to go.
So are they just gonna do one? That is the Magic gonna do it again next year?
I don't know. I haven't seen, but I know the Dream is gonna do.
They're doing Norway. They're doing like Copenhagen
But there's one that's Norway. They go to Stavanger, but I don't think they don't go.
Do they go to Oslo?
I think they do go to Oslo.
I think the Northern Europe cruise goes to Oslo.
Yeah,
which is Norway, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think the Dream is going to go to Oslo, and they're going to do Spain and France and Germany.
It must be though that just the smaller ships can get back into the fjords.
There wasn't much room of that bridge, so it couldn't be much bigger.
Oh, it was a tight squeeze.
Well, there was one ship, that one that was in Ice Fjord, that was parked alongside us or moored alongside us. It was a little bit bigger than ours, but it wasn't
small.
No, I think it was just a little bit bigger.
Oh.
Was that the same cruise ship that followed us almost the entire cruise?
I don't
know. I only remember seeing that once, that one time. Mm-hmm. The one with the face on the front.
Yeah.
No, I think it was a separate one.
Was it?
The one we seen from the balcony was a separate cruise ship, I think. I might be wrong. I think it was.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about the treasure except for the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know where it's gonna go, or
I know that one in Stavanger, or not Stavanger, Olesund was the Costa Diadoma. That was different.
Oh yeah, it was a Costa ship.
It was a Costa ship.
So
I think an Aladdin theme would be cool though.
Yeah. I'm glad they get new ones. That'd be cool. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about that is now we have to do that one.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Kelly, you're so sweet. Thank you for ninja watching. I know we're getting a little
we need
long-winded
to wrap
here.
this though.
Yeah. I know, because we still need to do the fantasy. We'll get the wish in February, and then we're gonna. Did they say when the treasure's gonna come out? Probably in 2024.
Probably.
Huh? Yeah. I have to look it up.
But we got to get the fantasy soon.
Yeah, we got to get the only problem with the fantasy is they do 7-night cruises.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But it's not like going to be 16 nights because we're here.
Yeah, because we would just have to fly to Florida. Yeah.
It's like we could actually fly in the day before,
Yeah, and then fly home
the day of.
Yeah, that's
true. So it's not like it's going to be 16 years to get there and back.
That's true.
It was awesome.
Flying carpets. That would be.
I don't know. I think that'd be cool if we could fly off the ship on a carpet.
After the woo, yeah.
But you can't drone.
You cannot drone.
You can fly a carpet off the ship, but you can't drone.
Fly a drone.
They're gonna have on the treasure. They're gonna have an animator's palette, enchanted garden, royal palace, Remy, and Paolo.
So that's like the Dream.
That's a lot like the Dream, yeah.
I'm
kind of surprised they're putting an animator's palette on the treasure. Magic is going. I know Australia, New Zealand.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Australia, New Zealand.
Yeah, because they're gonna do Hawaii. They're gonna do
that's
Vancouver.
The Wonder, though.
The Wonder's gonna do Vancouver to Hawaii, around the Hawaiian Islands, and then they're gonna do South Pacific,
right? Like
Fiji and stuff like that.
But that's only one cruise though. That's a 10-day and a 14-day.
I was trying to talk Bob into doing the Hawaii one, and he's like, 5 days at sea. It's too much. Too much water.
Too much water.
Especially if all they're offering you is trivia.
Yeah.
Right. Because it's on the Magic.
Yeah, it's on the Wonder.
On the Wonder, so it's a smaller ship. So
yeah, I'll jump overboard for that.
Would you really?
I wish they were just doing Hawaiian Islands. Like if you could just choose to do just the 5 days on the Hawaiian Islands.
Oh yeah, fly into Hawaii
we would
and
be there
do
in a
those.
heartbeat. Yeah.
I'd totally do that.
Yeah.
And just go around the Hawaiian Islands.
And 5 days, at sea. That's a lot.
See, if you go to Australia and New Zealand, surely
there'd be so many sea days.
Yeah, but you see, then the Virgin Cruises are doing that as well.
So yeah, they are.
I don't know.
Cruise life, it's rough.
Can be. Stormy seas.
All right, I guess we're gonna wrap it up, huh? So wrap it up like a package. Bing, 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 bing. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today.
Yep.
We appreciate you.
Yep. And I hope our vlogs come out really good.
I hope so too. We're looking forward to putting them out for everybody.
I got to say though, when I was loading them up and watching some of them, I was like, oh, that was cool. Yeah, that was cool.
I know.
So,
and that's why we do that, is because
we forget. I forget what was going on.
Yeah, to look back on them and remember, we did a lot.
We did a lot
on this,
and I forgot we did that. I'm like, oh, we did. Oh yeah.
So, but it was amazing. It was a great trip. Yeah, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
But on to different things, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
All right. We
Don't know what we're talking about.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink. We have things planned.
No,
not for a while. It's going to be a little while, but
yeah.
But things are happening in the works. So again, thank you guys so much for spending some of your Sunday with us. We really do appreciate it a whole lot. We appreciate all of you guys supporting us and hanging out. Right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Look for the vlogs next week coming out soon. And have a great day, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Awkward waving.
Keep waving.